Hello lovely people, welcome back to another interesting tutorial. Do you want to learn how to draft your half scale bodice pattern? You can use your half scale bodice to attach to your pants to form your jumpsuit. You can attach it to your peplon and you can as well attach it to your skirt to form a gown. So if you are interested, keep on watching the video. The measurement you need is just your shoulder measurement, your bust measurement, and the waist measurement. So without wasting much of our time, let's go straight into the tutorial. So I'm drafting both the front and the back panel together. As you can see, I have demarcated my pattern paper. So this will serve as my front, and this will be my center front. This is my back. This will serve as my back. This will be my center back, and this space here that I've left is my zipper allowance. So I'll just write the zipper allowance. So the straight line here to represent my shoulder line. So what I will do now will be for me to impute my shoulder measurement. So the shoulder I'm working with is 16 inches. When I divide 16 by 2, that gives me 8. So starting from where I'm using as my center back, I will mark my 8 inches. That is my 8 inches. Then starting from my center front, I will mark 8 inches as well. The next thing will be for me to impute my neck. For the neck, I'm using 3.5 for the front, neck depth of 4 inches. Then for the back, I'm using the same neck width of 3.5 inches. Then the neck width, the neck depth for the back, I'm going to make use of 1 inch. So I'll go ahead and connect. Then for the can you see? So I'm going to slope my shoulder by 1.5 inches for the front. Then I'll connect to my neck width. Can you see? Then for my back, I'm going to slope by 1 inch. And I'll connect it as well. So the next thing will be for me to mark others of my vertical measurement. I will mark my bust line 10 inches. So I'll mark my 10 inches. And the next thing I will do is for me to mark from shoulder to the waistline. So from shoulder to the waistline for the front is 16.5 inches. So mark my 16.5. Then for the back, shoulder to waistline for the back is 15 inches. So mark my 15 inches. Then I will connect it. So I will name my point. This is my bust line. This is my waist line, which is the half length. And this is my waist line for the back. So the next thing I will do will be for me to mark upper chest line. You can do that by dividing your bust measurement by 6 plus 1.5. So the one I'm working with is 8 inches. So when I add this 1 inch that I slope the shoulder for the back, because I want to get one straight line, that will be 9 inches. So I will start from here and measure my 9 inches so that I can mark, can draw a straight line. Measure it here again. I will rule a straight line. So that is my chest line. And this is my chest line as well. So what I will do, I will impute my shoulder measurement again on that so that I can connect to this, my shoulder slope. Remember the shoulder I'm working with is 8 inches. Can you see? Then I will mark 3 inches from this point upward. Then from that point, I'm going to come in towards my center front by 1/2 inch. Then coming to my chest line, I will impute my bust measurement, divide by 4. So the one I'm working with is 9.75. Then I will use my armhole cuff to connect from this my shoulder slope to this point and to this point. I will do the same thing for the back. Then for the back on this line, I'm going to measure half of it. So this was 8 inches. Half of 8 is 4 inches. Then I'm going to come in by 1/2 inch as well. Then I will impute my bust measurement, divide by 4. So then I will connect from here to here to here. Can you see? So the next thing now will be for me to impute my darts. So for me to impute my darts on the waistline, I'm going to mark half of the bust span that I'm working with. So the one I'm working with is 4 inches, so I'll mark 4 here. Then on the bust, on the chest line, I will mark the same 4 inches. Then for the back, remember this is our back, then I'll come down by 1 inch for the back. So I'll roll my line. So my dart intake is going to be 1 inch. So I'll divide the 1 inch on the both sides, which will give me 1/2 inch. So I'll connect it. And you see that is my dart for the back. I'll do the same for the front. But for the front, I will mark my same 4 inches, then 1/2 inch dart intake on both sides. Then on the bust line, I will mark the same 4 inches. This time I'm connecting it directly to the bust point. Then the next thing I will do now will be for me to impute the rest of my horizontal measurement. So I will come to my waistline. I will divide my waist circumference by 4. That gives me 8 inches. So I will mark 8 inches plus this 1 inch dart. So I'm going to mark 9 inches. Then I'm going to connect my line. Can you see? So I will impute the same waist measurement of 9 inches for the back pattern. Then I will roll a straight line as well. Can you see? Then I will impute a bust dart of the difference between the back and the front waistline, which is 1.5. So I will impute a bust dart of 1.5 inches. So I will connect it to the bust point. Can you see? Then I'm going to tighten my neckline. I'm going to use 0.5. So I will replot my shoulder slope. It takes care of the gaping at the neckline, but it doesn't really affect the measurement in any way. It just takes care of the gaping. Then for the back, I'm going to do same bit. This time I'm using 0.25. So I will replot that. Can you see? Now let's work on the zipper allowance for the back. So coming to the waistline, I'm going to come in by 1 inch. You can decide to come in by 0.7. It depends on the shape of the person you're working for. So I will connect it straight to my neckline, or you can decide to connect it to 2 inches below your neckline. Doesn't really matter. Can you see? So let's replot our zipper allowance. So I want to make use of 1.5 inches zipper allowance. So I'll now connect my new zipper allowance. Can you see? So I will extend this line. Remember to add your joining allowance on the shoulder, your joining allowance on the hemline, and also your side seam allowance. So this is the final outcome of this pattern drafting. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, share our videos so that others can learn. See you on next tutorial. Bye bye.